we're switching over from the lovely Disney area and his very exciting stream. Thank you for entertaining us. Wow. Are we live yet? Still hosting Dis. Okay. And we popped. Good. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. This could be exciting. Right. That's all working. That's all working. I can make all these things disappear now. One moment. I'm gonna have to stop that from making noise. We'll be right with you. Right, so as you can see, I haven't done anything, haven't gone anywhere into the game at all, so this is going to be completely as is. I'm just making sure that everything is working fine. Everything seems to be good. That's good, that's good. Now this one's quite an interesting one, I think anyway. So Big Brother has arrived and it's you. Hello illusionist, hello. Still this is gonna be crazy. Sorry, do bear with me, you know what I'm like sometimes when I'm getting these odd ones started when I'm not used to them. Okie dokie. That should be it, hopefully. I have a horrible feeling I've messed that one up. No, I haven't. Wow, fantastic. Okay, hello everybody, hello. I was waiting for you all. I know you're all over there with our very good friend Dis. Exciting game time with Dis. That lovely sound you can hear in the background is the game, so well. I'll take you back to where we are. You're very welcome. It was most enjoyable hosting you and watching you, and I can't wait to see what you do with all the pennies that are in that swear jar. Wow, that will be a lot of pennies. So here we go. This is Big Brother has arrived, and it's you. Investigate the lives of citizens to find those responsible for a series of terror attacks. Information from the internet, personal communications and private files are all accessible to you, but be warned. The information you supply will have consequences. So, Orwell is a new governmental security program that has the power to survey the online presence of every person in the nation. It can monitor all personal communications and access any computer. To preserve the privacy of citizens, human researchers examine the data Orwell finds and decide which pieces of information should be passed on to security forces and which should be rejected. Selected from thousands of candidates, you are Orwell's first human researcher. And when a terror attack rocks the nation capital of Benton, Orwell and you are immediately put to the test. Starting with a single person of interest, you'll help the security forces build out and profile a network of potential culprits. But are these people really terrorists? What does the information you reveal to Orwell say about them? What if you find out things about them that not even their loved ones know? What is the real price of maintaining the security that the nation is yearning for? There's like loads going on with this. It does have mature content, so hello everybody joining. I know a couple of my games recently have surprised me because they didn't have a warning. So I didn't even know that they were about to surprise me. But this one does, thankfully, have a warning, so I shall give this warning to you now. It does include mature language at multiple points throughout the game, as well as mature themes. So it is not suitable for younger players. How do I change that, by the way? I should probably add a thingy. Where can I add a thingy? Let's add a thingy to the stream for anybody new joining us, in case they missed that disclaimer there. Where is it? Show me the thingy. You can say that, of course you can say that. I need to find the thingy to make this a, bear with me, guys. I don't want to upset anybody coming into the stream who didn't get that little warning there. And is anybody in the room that can help me? Hello, hello, hello. No, not yet. Okay. I honestly can't find the thing. How did Twitch settings, channel video? Inappropriate. Okay. Hopefully, save the changes. Hopefully, that will warn anybody coming in, because I don't want to upset anybody, just in case. We do have quite a diverse audience who I love. My community, I do. So, Illusionist, this one might not be for you. Yeah. Because I'm not too sure what's in this game, but I imagine since we're peeking into the private lives of people, it's probably going to have some risque stuff, maybe. Possibly, who knows? So we will see. What's that? What's going on? Oh. Thank you for liking my tweet. Well, wow. It's a good job I didn't just bring up my Twitter then. That had some risque things on it. Not that I put there, by the way. I need to unfollow some people, I think. My word, what are these people? Right, where were we? We were getting in. I think I've given you enough of a taster of what's going on. This one is in the Humble store. No, well, I think it's in the Humble store as well. But it was in the October monthly, which, if you're not familiar with Humble, Humble is an amazing platform to get games from. I've been subscribed to monthly from the very beginning. It's amazing. You get this like selection box of games every month. They don't pay me to say that, by the way. I love it. Hello, what was that? Gosh, we're getting this. Thank you for the host. That's very kind of you. You're all here. But I still appreciate it. I will stay out of that room for now, and I'll leave that up there to remind me. Closing windows. Right, we're all good. Hello, everybody here? Yes, everybody is here. Hello. Oh, cool. Did everyone get a warning then? Did it come up with a warning for everybody? It did for me. That's brilliant. Right, let's do this. So we need to create a profile. Yeah, great. Yeah, we go with our usual. It's quite an interesting name for this one, really, when you think about it. Select a profile picture. Ooh, who should we be? That's kind of how I looked a few years ago. Kinda. Right. What? Optional, okay. Do I really want to give them my updates on your case? Interesting. That could be a laugh. Don't tell everybody this. Was it obvious? I agree. I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief. While working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. This is like an actual proper thing. I have no idea what you're talking about, Illusionist. Yeah. I'm going to actually bring up my email just in case something happens in there whilst that's going on. Because who knows? This does look like one of those strange sort of games that maybe, just maybe. Who knows? So we've agreed. Home we go. Don't take this personally, but just for the sake of this stream, I'm going to just delete those messages for a second. Won't last forever, don't worry. 600 seconds. Just because there will be people coming into this stream to see what I'm doing with this game, and that's kind of not necessary. Is it? Oh no! Wow, I can't count. Oh. Oh yes it is, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Oops. I don't even know how to stop to turn that off, so there's that. Oops. Police record. What? What, you found mine? Have I got a record? This looks like a game you've been well aware of. No, I just saw something mentioned about it wow, I have got 31 emails I have not looked at. Oh dear. You're online, good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form both the first and last line of defence against terrorism. Ta-da! What is this? Better spend the rest of your life in the tower. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form the first and last line of defence against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances. Select from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident, so let's get started. I've activated the reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed about the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. It's got a star next to it. Okay. Okay. Wow. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person profile file once you're done. Okay. So here we go. This is the leading newspaper of the nation. Fast, precise and honest. It even has adverts. That's brilliant. Can we click on any of these things? No, I'm guessing not. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Bonton explosion destroys Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities receive strange letters. Whoa. So there's been riots as well. Parjeetian president aborts negotiations with opposition. Violent riots in Triflif. Blaine encourages renewal. I'm guessing we're going to understand who all these people are. Something about a saga to hit the... I wonder if we have to look at all of these and it's going to bring up more people. Ooh. So, approximately 7:50 on Wednesday evening, the explosive device detonated at Freedom Plaza. 3 people killed, 5 wounded, and the memorial was nearly completely destroyed. The police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirmed that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song "Apologies to any Germans watching." Sorry. Die Gedanken sind frei. The thoughts are free. Had reached local authorities. I do know a tiny bit of German, but literally only enough to order cheese, beer, and bread, I think. Sorry about that. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault. It might actually be cake, not cheese. Kuchen. Kuchen? And put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice. So, we're on high alert. It's all gone horribly wrong. Bad things happened. What's going on with this? Peace negotiations in the right-ridden Pargesian capital of Triflith. I think I'm saying that right. Have aborted without any result last night. Independent sources report that President Kassat abruptly cut off communication with opposition representatives as the latter presented a tangible plan for the organisation of re-elections. Wow. So we've got him worried about political situations, and there's a lot going on by the looks of it. What's this? Some kind of movie. Visionary director. Romantic dramas. This appears to be just fluff. Ooh, power couple has broken down. Long-lasting quarrels during the filming. The spats were getting out of control. And the completion of any scene featuring both the actors was nothing short of pulling teeth. Rhubarb Productions, to get a comment, they declined the rumours and claimed to be more than speculation, so it's just fluff stuff. But who knows, maybe it will be part of it. Who knows? Do we know? Right, so we're clicking on that one. Kuchen is cake. So I know how to... It had to be cake, didn't it, really? I remember the important things. Game has very interesting graphics. It's an amazing little team that's behind this. If you're following Humble on Twitter, you'll see that there's a little bit going on there. Hello, Avlis. How are you? Why are you surprised? The only words I know are about food. Why are you surprised? I don't know why you're surprised. It's the important things. Profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. Right, so this is the one. The blue-haired woman. You can't see any blue in my hair now. The green screen's eating it anyway. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. I am very well, thank you. How are you doing today? So... where are we looking? No, given. I do not understand. Profile. Physique shows me nothing. Am I not clicking on the right bit? Tell me. Hello, blue-haired woman. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do here, if I'm missing something. Have I already broken it? I might have accidentally clicked out there. Are they watching me already? What's going on? You have no info yet. They said they should know to the police, so you'd think I'd get the police record. At least. I want to click on all the things. That doesn't do anything either. Think you need to click the red triangle with the white star. That one. Aha. Very good. Well done. Movie shooting completed. That's I think that's our history button. That looks like our history button. Kinda. Bookmarks. That's our stored. Oh, there we go. Well done. Which game is that? This is Orwell. Which is a very interesting, very interesting. Does that not come up on the title? Bear with me. Is that not working? It does have a longer title name than that. Highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal... I've just realised something. These interesting profile pictures that all these guys have got, if you actually look at the Orwell dev's Twitter, he has one quite like it too. That's quite cute. There are influence connections that may be important, I'm guessing. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. Where are they? So this is Cassandra Watergate. We know who the arresting officer, Duncan Lloyd. So physique. I have to excuse any strange noises you hear. Where is it? Where's the information? Upload. Oh, jolly good. Awesome. Kind of. Keeping an eye on you. That's it. Yes. We're kind of Big Brother, sort of, or we're helping Big Brother. We've got the portrait done. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind the back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Okay. So we've got no anything else about her yet, have we? Okay. New objective. Adapt all data from the police record. That's the active one that we've got right now. What do you mean videos full screen? This. Oh look, it's April 13th. Today is a cold, bright cold day. Some clouds will show up early in the afternoon, only to give way to clear sky at sundown. Quote of the day: the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. L.H. Courtney. Well, wow. Wow. Okay. So where are the rest of these data chunks? We've done that bit. Where are the data chunks? Can anybody see some data chunks that I'm missing here? What's that strange noise? Nice and creepy. It is nice and creepy. It is indeed. Ha! The name? Ah. Well done. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when clearly be assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need all this info to progress. Like that's that one. One related document found. Good. With the data extracted from the police record, a new document can be accessed. Now let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so how do we get to that bit? Wow. Look at all the ranks ups. Well done, everybody ranking up. Where is our new thing? Ah, that's that. Is this the new one? Is this woman a terrorist? Wow, the news got hold of this one quick, didn't they? The woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Oh look, data chunks are popping up now. Simple protester or anti-governmental terrorist? Oh, this is an interesting game. The case that keeps the media and public guessing. Cassandra W., pictured above, who has allegedly injured a police officer several weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. Dang. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of the demonstration. Can we have that? That's already there, is it? Aha. We are filling in her profile. The exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. I thought she was under arrest. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. So, what was the reason for the thing? Demonstrations against newest amendment to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused Cassandra W., who is artist by profession. Occupation artist. Done. Oh yes. One who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance. Great, you have found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? You have extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access documents of target persons. Well, that and you guys. Throwing points. Is he? What's going on? What's happened? What's he doing? We've got that window closed at the moment. Let me have a look. What's going on over here? Is that going to show up in my thing? Is he spending all his bits? Is he? Is he gambling again? He's gambling again. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. Never. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. Ooh. However, some data chunks may be necessary to progress on the case. Ah. You just worry about the game. You don't have a problem. I don't see all these things that's going on. That happens in the background for me. That's probably a good thing. As far as I can tell, we're safe from Orwell in my email. For now. He's not got me yet. Don't get me, Orwell. Okay. So where are we at? We've got that one. Denied the accusations completely and has asked her fans to show their support. A trial has now been scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, labelled the alleged perpetrator alongside the other rioters as anti-governmental terrorists. I can't actually see her in that picture though. Interesting. Safety bill. I don't know. Aaron always wins, it's rigged. Oh dear. Nah. I don't know. There's nothing to do with me. I have nothing to do with that. That all goes on in the background. Okie dokie. So we don't want to be giving anything more to Orwell just now by the looks of it. But we have opened a new portfolio. There we go. This is her harbouring outstanding art. Very nice. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colourful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. What have we got here? This is just the background stuff, so we don't need to add all this stuff, do we? In Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Glad you found me. Finally, found the courage to quit my dull day job, quit previous job to focus on art career. Do you think Orwell needs to know that? Which of these bits do you think Orwell needs to know? and put my stuff on portfolio. Below you'll find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through them by clicking on the arrows on the left and right side of the pictures below. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome, isn't it? Leave a message on my Utal account, Cassie. We probably ought to put that one over, though. For sure. Good, you found a chat handle. This will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. Should we have given him that? I feel bad already. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. Oh, I feel terrible. We're spying on people. Tell me which piece you'd like. I'm going to make a fine art print and ship it right away to your doorstep. Best thing, free of charge. Now off you go and have fun. And tags are professional painting, pop art and various. Kitties. My beloved furball Kikiko. Definitely the only family I need. Have a look. Yep, that beauty's me. I was never sure about the title though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter. Daughter of Entrepreneurs. What's this going on? Anything you give them will be used. You couldn't do a job like that. You're having a serious deja vu, are you, this? It's an interesting job, isn't it? So, does it matter that she's daughter of an entrepreneur? Probably not. I mean, what's the harm? Victim of traditionalism in pink. What do you think? It's quite good, actually. A Christmas present for my darling. What's the data chunk? In a relationship. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well, I'd have a hard time keeping it to stuff. Well, being in a relationship's no big deal, pretty much. I think. So, I'm guessing the kitty definitely isn't necessary. So the only things we've missed so far... That's interesting. Is this little weird bit in Wonderland right behind the rainbow? Don't see how that would... Quit a previous job. I don't see why that's a big deal either. It says it can't be undone. That's in a bit. Interesting. We should find out what that job was. So I am going to have to put chunks in until it tells me. We've got a storm going on here at the moment. It's been raining pretty much all day. Sorry, this is completely unrelated to what's going on in the game, but I think I better tell you just in case something happens. Because of where I'm located, if everything suddenly goes out, it's literally all the... Oh my word. I have got surge protector, I think, but I might have to suddenly close everything down. Oh, if the storm gets really bad, just to protect all the electronics. So sorry about that, guys, and you'll know when it happens because you'll suddenly look very panicked if that gets any closer. The weatherman lied. Again. It was really warm last night, which is really random because it was super cold before that. So we've got a storm front. Back to the game. Interesting. We should find out what the job was. That was colourful inhabitant of Wonderland. So you're under the impression that our wonderful Miss Watergate is really living in Wonderland. Somehow I doubt that. Call it intuition. People's lives are hanging in the balance here. What if you pass me something I cannot identify as wrong so easily? You've got to be more careful next time around. But Wonderland. So yes, not happy about that. Ooh. Oh, it's fine. You'll find me hiding under my duvet if it really starts to get bad. But hello, Andreas. What's the is this no H1? No, we are delving into the indie world at the moment. We are spying on people. Until we get electrocuted. Any info about someone can be used against them by people who have reason to. Well, allegedly we're working for the gov guys. We're working for the government. So they're trying to protect us from terrorists, aren't they? Aren't they? She's a cat person. Guilty. There we go. Absolutely. Better to save my things. Thank you. Yes, thank you for understanding. Andreas, why is that name ringing a bell? Andreas! Oh my word! You all went away to work. You noticed when I left that though? I'm still on your Steam though, aren't I? You like kitties? You know, somebody gets cats. Oh, S4, now look what you've started. Ooh. Right, let's have a look at this chat. What's going on? Oh, this is wrong. This is so wrong. Unknown person, hey you. Hey Josie, not so unknown anymore. I can't find my credit card, I assume you took it right. Ooh, this might be the boyfriend. You got me, Sherlock. Warning, if you didn't see the initial warning, this game is mature. I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum card I lifted off your desk. Oh, it's off the desk. Can't stop me now. Well, lucky for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick me up some wine for dinner. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-round bad butt, have in mind this time? I can't say ass. I have to say arse. And everybody takes the mickey, so arse. Probably just a business call from one of his favourite clients. Actually, yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought just as much. Guess I'd better pick up poop loads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents, then. Oh, come on. I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Yeah, maybe. Gotta go. Text you later. XOXO. Talk how you talk. I can't help it. I can't help it. I will always, definitely for the, yes. Yeah. It's just how it's going to be. Right, so what have we got here? We know... We can't pick up his name. Oh, yeah, we can. So we know that for the boyfriend. You now have a profile for a related person. It can be accessed via their profiler. Data chunks will only appear for the targeted persons and can only be extracted into their relevant profiles. Ah. So that one will have to go into his one. But for her still we have... What's that one? Daughter of the pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. Ooh, there's related. Watergate, pharma entrepreneurs. That does ring a bell. Ding ding. I keep hearing this ding ding. I'm guessing that's we found out information. You love puppies and kittens. All. Aww. But are they picky? What? Cats are mischievous. Doggo would never throw that brick. I don't know. Doggos can make a mess when they want to. You love everything that doesn't try to kill or control you. Andreas is getting a kitty. What? What happened here? Why have we got a kitty stream? What happened? I love it. It's great. Doggos can be messy. They can be if you don't train them right. Okay, so where are we at? I think that one belongs in his one. Or does it belong in hers? Oh no, stole a credit card. I mean, steal. I mean, he didn't mind. I kind of feel bad about giving that one. I mean, it's not how it looks, is it? Let's disable that one. Just because, like, that appears to be okay for them, for their relationship. I'm not saying that's an okay thing to do, but for them it seems okay. Right. Is that a new one? It is. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Investigation to the malicious injury of police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated that the accused parents manipulated the trial. Ooh, because yeah. Orwell just informed me you encountered a conflicted Data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the other will become invalid immediately. I highly recommend you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed. Though this is your decision, once the information has been passed, there will be no way to reverse your choice. Uh-oh. Consequences. Wonder what the conflict was. Your doggo is the best doggo. A puppy would throw a brick to protect the human being. You've got something there. You're gonna play some games, Andres? Have fun. I've missed you. Thank you for popping in. So, is that a conflict? Conflict with an unknown data chunk. Criminal case was closed due to lack of evidence. Where's that? We haven't got that written yet. Whatever the conflict was. It's not showing me the conflict yet. We know that about the charge that she had. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. Oh, here we go. So there's two here. This is where we're going to make a choice then by the looks of it. The suspect lawyers, Joseph Langley, pictured above. Oh, so the boyfriend's the... Right, okay. So the boyfriend is the lawyer, which is icky. Which is a conflict. Surely he shouldn't be allowed to be the lawyer. Isn't that how it works? At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty. At no point at all. The referred defense attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide in the proceedings. Well, she was on the floor, wasn't she? Yeah, she didn't act guilty. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment on hearing the result of the lawsuit. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favour. I would have said that the boyfriend probably did. Whatever. The victim, a father of two young sons, was rushed into hospital after the incident in mid-July, where he's still in a induced coma, unresponsive to treatment. So he can't tell us what happened. So this is the conflict. There is conflict with another data chunk. Procedure rate closing raises manipulation. Parents resolved to illegal means to close the target's case. What? Show conflict. That's that one. So that's lack of evidence, and they're saying it happened because I'm guessing briberies or something? Well, there's got to be lack of evidence, surely. How do you act guilty? That's a good question. I mean, does an innocent person run? Sometimes they do. If they know that they're going to get treated unfairly, they would run, wouldn't they? But, I mean, she gave up immediately. What if they were really clever? Manipulative? So we need to disable one of these. I don't think... I mean, if there was no evidence, I doubt they could have done that unless they somehow managed to get rid of the evidence, which we definitely haven't been given the thing. So, the case was closed, lack of evidence, as far as I'm concerned, reading that. This is what I figured. A pity that the CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Why? Why will it help today? We've looked at all those. Why has that got a thing next to it? Did I miss something? Nah. Random. Oh, we can't delete things, can we, either? So we're stuck with her living in Wonderland. Oops. Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Ah, this is where the parents work. Watergate Pharmaceuticals enriches lives with our industry-leading range of products, making an important contribution to your well-being. Methrin Blue? Mood elevating meds. New lemon taste. Who doesn't like lemon? Below you'll find a small selection of... Oh, lemon sherbet. Gosh, I can't even remember the last time I had some of that. No food. Alright. Small selection. So, cough drops for the irritation of the throat. Natural herbs. Well, based, there's an Italian word, based on natural herbs. Compensum. Activating pills against migraines and strong headaches. Medications that increase concentration and cerebral performance. I could do with some of that. I won't take it. Arthritic joint pain. Antidepressants. All-round painkiller. And sleeping pills. Good for acute application when suffering of insomnia. Nobody has problems sleeping around here, do they? Oh, jobs. We can get a job. Excellent. I need another job. Watergate Pharmaceuticals are currently looking for suitable candidates for the following positions. Please address all applications to Joseph Marquardt. Head of HR. Okey-dokey. What are they after? Chief Cooperating Officer? Cool. Food. Don't know with the food. Welcome back, illusionists. Bye, crew. You've got to go as well. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. Hello again, goodbye again. Okay, so that's just the usual job thing there. Oh, we could send them our CV. Excellent. We've seen the products. We know the company. Ooh. Bruno Watergate. Is that Daddy? Okay, so it's part of the Watergate family. It has been since 1931. Both of them work there. And the head of the charity foundation, Children of Partridge. Oh. Oh, hello. Cassandra. What the heck? New portrait, but this is what she looks like right now, though. So there's no point putting the old one in, is there? What do you reckon? It's not Facebook Simulator. Dr. Alice looks weird. It's just the style, I think. Alice's and Bruno's just... Wow, look at the profile. That creates profiles for both of those. Think. Ah, now I see. Keeping it a family affair. Might regret that. Junior COO. Well, didn't we have the thing that she stopped doing this to become an artist, so she's no longer a coup anymore? And that's what she looks like now. So surely we should only be putting in relevant information? Up-to-date information? No? I mean, this is what she was, though. Oh dear. I guess that way everything stays in the family. Being an artist and junior coup seems quite odd. She also mentioned that she quit a dull job, didn't she? Yes, that's what I just said. Ding ding. Documents that you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to look and see if there's any new information available. Gosh. Well, I'm guessing it gives us choices. Is that actually the same person? Oh, it gives us... Yeah, cool. So we know who we've got. That's who she looks like now. Carrying the family tradition to the next generation, Alice and Bruno's daughter Cassandra will soon be joining the executive ranks. Her business acumen and unique flair will write the next chapter of our 85-year-strong legacy. Vorko is indeed back. I'm very happy to have him back. Flobo is also here. Yes, he is. Hello, Flobo. hiding there in the shadows, watching all of us. Everyone's back. Hey everyone, welcome back everyone. Feel free to jump in here at any point and yell at me if you think I'm doing something wrong, or if you think I've missed something. What have we missed? So we've looked at that. Why is it putting stars on things? I don't understand. Headline, what's the headline? Crime rate continues to drop. Let's read. The Ministry of Security presented latest numbers on crime statistics in the country. Never before have there been so few violent crimes. So, according to the report, the number of recorded criminal offences decreased by 4.8 in comparison to last year. The crime rates have been continuously declining over the past several years as a direct result of the implementation of the Safety Bill. That's a thing. So, Secretary of Security appeared very pleased with these numbers and declared this development an outstanding result of successful safety policy. That's kind of creepy. When confronted with the recent assault in Bonton, she once again admitted the ambitious goals of the government have not yet been accomplished. She further mentioned that activities are currently being established, which will have a considerable impact preventing further incidents. Dun dun dun. Ooh. The party. Our principles put into action. There you go. So since the safety bill's been passed, look at that. Crime's going down. Safety Bill is a collection of safety-centered laws and statutes created with the ultimate goal to protect the freedom of the nation's citizens. Central to the Safety Bill is a simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative measures, that's all, against criminal suspects and their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses. Every time I've seen that word safety. I guess that's why this game's called Orwell. The Safety Bill has also paved the way for stricter regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transiting through the nation. It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. Since the Safety Bill has come into effect in 2011, the total number of acts of crimes and terrorism committed have been decreasing continuously, and the trend is ongoing to date. The Parges Peacekeeping Mission. So this is going on about the civil unrest that we heard about earlier. And to fix the predecessor's mistakes, the party, when elected 2009, immediately made preparations to send our highly reliable soldiers back to safeguard the region for the good of the inhabitants of both countries alike. After the mission, peacekeeping mission? Why is it always called peacekeeping? Signed in 2011, our troops were sent off to the neighbouring country to perform tasks including distribution of aid packages containing food, in addition to health and hygiene products to the mostly impoverished population, the rebuilding of infrastructure, particularly hospitals and schools, upholding the law and public health, alongside the removal of war relics, such as anti-personnel mines or unexploded bomb shells, and training local police and military forces. Due to the recent stabilisation in the Parges, we have been able to reduce the number of station forces while leaving the overall goals of the peacekeeping mission intact. But it sounds good. That's what we're already in. Become part of the party. There are many ways you can contribute. We can donate, we can volunteer, we can become a member. Join the army. Do you want to do any of those things? Ooh. Robert Blaine. He's the Prime Minister. I don't know why I did that. They do that though. As much remarkable visionary as unmatched leader is a member of the party in the fourth generation. Surprising death of the previous leader of the party, Mrs. Goddard, left behind a power vacuum. It was the young Robert Blaine who stepped up and was elected as the new head unanimously. Just as in this exemplary case, Mr. Blaine will take initiative wherever possible and is sure not to relent until the party's ambitious goals have been achieved. There's Arthur Scott Gallagher. Economy and Trade. Seasoned member at party. He reduces the tax levels for big and medium-sized corporations, as well as the resulting decline in unemployment rate. What am I missing? It sounds weird, maybe. Not that kind of game. What did I miss? What did I do? It's about what you think is relevant. What I think is relevant. I want to protect all the people. I might not be the right person to play this game. And for those reasons, I might end up on a list. You don't trust anything that uses cameras and constant vigilance to create a controlled environment. Constant vigilance makes people tense and makes them act unnaturally by instinct. Like a disguise. This safety through surveillance thing is creepy. So true, Joe. More than you know. Or if they start to use the info they uncover against you. Well, that's always the risk. And that's what we've seen in all these books that have come since... Crikey. I read 1984 when I was in secondary school, so... And that book was old then. They knew this was all coming, like, forever ago. You're safe. The main theme of the game. It is. That's why it's called Orwell. If you're not familiar with 1984 and George Orwell, it's... I'd be very careful if you're planning on watching any kind of movie representation of that. That's quite a horrific thing to watch. Flashback then, yeah. But the book is, well, the book's actually quite hard going to read as well. It's a very emotional read. But yes, it's they knew, they predicted so much. Like before there was even not even half the technology that exists. It's insane. It's like he had Mr. Orwell had some kind of time machine. He knew what was going to happen. And it's happening. It's freaky. It is freaky. Oh look, there's Peter Faulkner. Secretary of Defence. Secretary of Defence. So, ooh. He's part of the peacekeeping mission. Which we already know about. Our 5 pillars for a great nation. We firmly believe in strict safety regulations and mechanisms to preserve the life and well-being of every individual. Rock-solid education healthcare systems. Well, it sounds okay on the surface. I mean, it sounds like a not terrible thing. Really. That's the old headlines. So we've read all that now. Why has that got a red star next to it? Weird. Did we accidentally bookmark that? We might have done. Don't think you're emotionally mature enough to read the books or watch the movie. You know you. And it is very hard going. It's, yeah. Definitely. Are you off again, illusionist? Catch you later. This is due to the fact that it's already been predicted concerns many scientific discoveries related to the descriptions in books. Possibly. It's all possible. Right, where were we? We haven't got anything more to listen to. We'll see. We haven't got that tab yet. Inside a tab. But we did have people. How do we get to the other people? Got that one. Let's have a look at the... Oh. No. Ah. Ah. We are urgently looking for a... Oh, this is updated. Okay. To replace retired former. So she's now former. Or maybe I was wrong. Nothing stays in the family. Ouch. That is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. We're ahead of you, man. Currently, I'm thinking about our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change, don't you agree? Let's find out what happened in between those two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? Interesting. What happened? Cassandra's timeline. Okay, I'm guessing that's where we're going next. Do we want to put that one in a portrait? Pop artist and three thinker. You're invited to tea inside the rabbit hole. See, she's there. Interests. This is all going into her profile, is it? An interest in music, art, activism. Well, I don't see why that's terrible. Load complete. We've got a birthday now as well. Art, music, activism. What's a lineup? Seems pretty legit to me. We have our birthdays. There we go. That's that one filled. We just need to find a real address, I think. Cassandra likes the targets, painting, Alice in Wonderland, and her cat. Of course she does. Kitty. She posted on March the 1st, woohoo, first day in freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Farmer. Who's going to pay for your stuff now? Mummy and Daddy won't like this. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money. More than enough to pay all my bills, don't you worry about me. Despised puppets of the state. You have finally managed to destroy us entirely. There is nothing left to do but congratulate you. These are my personal wishes. To you, from the deepest abyss of my heart. I'm guessing she's not happy with the government lackeys. Opposes the government vehemently. Well, I mean, we all say that at some point or another. I mean, should that really be held against us? It's like, especially when you're doing your taxes. Wow. That's most painfully Cassandra. Sweetie, what's the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out. There you go, so it's not her usual way. Gotta get out from time to time. You'll feel much better. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again. Cannot deal with this right now. Act. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about my best friend no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, that's in the past now. Mary Bly, friendship broken. Conflict with a data chunk. Okay. Let's put a... So this is when she ended up in a relationship, I'm guessing? And we can add that to the profile. It's not a big deal. You have to play Warframe. Have fun! That's good. There is, yes, but the movie I think will be a bit too much. Nothing lies first. Fahrenheit 451. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's a good pick, but it is still quite heavy going. With her lawyer, might be noteworthy. I feel like we've gone ahead of this. The Beholder actually wrote about me freaking redeemed of this. But surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out. Makes the click count goes boom, doesn't it? There you go. We've already read that. At least you're redeemed now. Want to go blow off some steam? Not today. Date this evening. Who's the lucky one? We know who. Case closed. Congratulations. Never any doubts about it. You're my heroine. 1,000 cams on the plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and to mislead the people into believing false promises. Cams for safety, one big lie. Wow, so happy for you. Freedom Party. Thank you guys, so happy. Sure you heard the load fall off my mind. Changed the picture. This is just showing her with longer hair, isn't it? He's probably going to complain about that. What have you done to your beautiful hair? Cassie's gone punk. Cassandra Chanel, forever known as Cassalsis. Alias name suggested to her. Okay. Aliases are important. We know that much. You'd read everything first before adding to alias name. You know people on the web, so many names, so many identities. So true. It's always good to record every alias, then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they are using them. So there's that. I'm guessing we have to play the bad guy a little bit. We just have to sort of... when I call it the bad guy, the spy, because, I mean, that's what we are. It's making me feel very uncomfortable, though, I have to admit. That's the spirit, kiddo. Now I'd like to invite you to our little activist group. Invited to an activist group by Harrison O'Donnell. So that provides another link. See, he might be the bad guy, and he might have pinned it on us. An activist group. Is there anything more specific? We'll look. I'm sure we have to. Just discovered this hot new band, The Targets. Man, do they rock hard. They're playing a concert in the cell. Who's coming? So she was friends with Mary back then. Punk's not my style. They're not just some punks. Their lead singer is a real cutie. Right, so on about that. Ooh la la, wee wee non. Having an amazing shopping tour with my best friend of times. So this was April the 12th that she was friends with her. We know what the conflict is. April 12th. So that was last year. So now she's not friends. So we're going to disable this one, since that one doesn't seem to be part of it. And we'll have to put that other one into it then. Snap, snap. Not friends. How sad. Sure. I kind of feel bad putting that one in there, but what if she's guilty? What if? Well, Miss Watergate, we aren't too fond of you either. What if? What if? What if? Guys, what if? Problem is, we can't read everything, because if I don't put certain things in, then it won't open the links to the next part. Otherwise, I would totally be with you, Joe, about reading everything first and figuring out what to do next. And whether we should definitely put stuff in there. Why is that one still blue? Did we miss something? Was it because it's annoyed at us? Weird. Oh right, there's a portrait there. Oh, I should probably disable that one. Although that's probably our most recent one. Right, so that one, there you go, that's good. It does actually tell us when we have missed something, that helps. Star on the listeners tab, there's been a new conversation. I disabled that one. Ooh, new one. Recording started. ... Hey, did you hear about the Friesen Plaza bombing? Yeah, don't remind me, you know I have a history with that place. This is so wrong. Enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories. And I was there just moments before this happened. Oh dear. Should never have gone to that darn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not me. I was so happy when Goldfels accepted me into thought I desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest, then you would have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would never have met. Ah, so that's how they met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You're not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Ka-ching. Was that supposed to be my credit card in the cash register? Something like that, I guess. I hope you like, Chateau Margaux. Great, so you decided to bankrupt me. Yes, sir. Always ready to pull money out of innocent pockets. She's not making herself look good here, is she? Really? Anyways, I got the good stuff. Now I'm headed to my handsome boyfriend, Joseph, for dinner. Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule. I can't postpone it. You gotta be kidding me. I'm sorry. Very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment everywhere. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please just calm down. Have you taken your methrin? Yes, darn it. What? She's on the stuff. Is the only thing that matters to you that I'm on my happy pills all day? Darling, please, it's nothing like that and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. Wow, she's like totally wild. Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. And she hung up. She hung up. Well, I think that's rather important. What's this methrin? Can you look that up for me? We've already looked at it. We know what it is. Goldfell's co-member of Thought. That must be that one that was a related document. Activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced who is Goldfell's. We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. See, that's the thing. This might be, you know, just the person who leads us to the person. Catches the bus Freedom Plaza every day. Now we know who you are every day. Meaning her presence there before the bombing could just be a coincidence after all. Yeah, dude. I reserve my thoughts until you find evidence. You do that. You do that, dude. So, I think that's all the bits there. Or data chunks. We're done there, aren't we? She pulled a fine. Abort mission, abort mission. Fine. I know, everybody I know does that one though. Products, we know this. Methrin. Yep. Thought it would be. Though, she might be emotionally unstable if she's reliant on this medication. She might be emotionally unstable because she was put on said medication. Those things can do weird things to you. Some people get put on it for thyroid problems and all sorts of different other reasons. And the weird thing about antidepressants is they can make you depressed. Who knew? Read the small print. Looking at what you've extracted so far, we're dealing with potentially dangerous personality. What? No. I will indicate that to law enforcement. No. No. I don't think she's... What? That doesn't make her potentially dangerous. What's going on? What? I'm glad you made Simon think twice about suspecting her so immediately. Well, I was happy for about a millisecond there. And now just because she's on antidepressants, he's gone crazy again. So, no. Not good. If liberty meant anything at all, it meant the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. True. Welcome to Thought Block. Pick an entry. Let's see what's... Our thoughts still 3. Article is private. We're not not allowed to look at that. Ask an admin for a link. Is that going to be for all of them? We can't see any of the archived ones. Right. Okay. Ding ding. We got a ding ding. That's messed up. Well, that's what they think of as mentally ill folks. Do you know what the really messed up thing is? Like, it's Mental Health Day week or something, isn't it, right now? And it is. There's a lot of ignorance. And pretty much I think everyone, is it? 1 in 3 is suffering right now, and everybody at some point in their life will suffer. So we all need to love each other and take care of each other. No one is immune. Nobody is immune. World Mental Health Day yesterday. Yeah. Hey, Iceman! I want to know so much about you. I'm looking right now into your files. Freedom is unfree. Ooh, published by Catharsis. This is her. This is her. And it links. It's cams everywhere, even at the Freedom Parser. Is it just me, or is it more than a little bit, I don't know, ironic? Good point. You probably... Oh, wow. You probably all know me as either that blue-haired punk, stupid, or anti-government terrorist. You'll have to excuse if I skip certain words. There are some of these names I've been called during the criminal investigations against me. That was just because in the middle of the chaos someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never even occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We have always been against violence. Oh, that's the conflict. Has an adverse attitude towards violence, which is generally the way. One would assume that in an age where there were cams everywhere, it should be easy to prove whether I was at all involved or not, but it wasn't. It took weeks of investigative custody to figure out the cam footage was actually not clearly showing anything at all, which raises the question, why are there so many cams in the first place? The answer is intimidation only. You keep calm, quiet and careful when there are cameras around, or you fear that there are cameras where you cannot see. When founding this blog years ago, Abraham predicted pretty much all of this, of the web, and now it's in our real lives too. We have been brought to the Freedom Memorial since we were kids at school. We were told lavish tales about the founders of the nation, told to show national pride. And I know what you're thinking now. This thing is damn ugly. What is that donut even? Donut? But let freedom ring. Oh. But the statement behind this ridiculous, enormous heaps of stone should be clear. In the middle of the Capitol there is a symbol of freedom. Comprehensible symbolism for everyone. Isn't it? With the cameras there, this is now the plaza of unfreedom, if anything, at all. Ah. What? Where's the conflict? Is it going to let me put it in there until I find it? It's not letting me put it in there. Show the conflict. What's that one? Our thoughts still 3. Ooh, here's Mr. Gelfels. We found him. Expectation that upward of 70% of the population would experience some form of mental ill health in their life. I'd say it's probably higher than that. You never know what's going to happen to you. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything you can even imagine. Something can literally happen to you that can change everything. You know, a depressed chat. I think this game's pretty depressing, to be honest. You're already logged in something that indicates she's not anti-violence, and I won't let you redact it, so you have to enable the data chunk. Disable that data chunk. I am disabling that. I'll try and disable the other one, wherever it is. Involved in an activists group. It should at least show the... It should at least show you what the conflict is. I propose to consider the question, are our thoughts still free? While this might seem to be a surprising question in our current world of ever-growing digital surveillance, freedom of thought is no longer self-evident. Dear reader, there is a German folk song called "The Thoughts Are Free." It goes like this. Thoughts are free, who can guess them? They fly like nocturnal shadows. No man can know them, no hunter can shoot them. With powder and lead, thoughts are free. I think what I want, and what delights me, still always reticent and as is suitable. My wish and desire no one can deny me, and so it'll always be, thoughts are free. And if I'm thrown in the darkest dungeon, all these futile works, because my thoughts tear all gates and walls apart, thoughts are free. When I was still young, before I immigrated to the nation in 1993, I believed this to be a universal truth, that there are no borders for thoughts and no rules for what is or is not allowed to be thought. This was not because I thought people should be so tolerant, not at all. Instead, I simply held it dear that nobody except for ourselves really knows what is going on in our heads until we chose to reveal it. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind. If the increasing interconnectedness of humans via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and brain of our society, and there is an institution that is capable of monitoring every bitstream of it, how can thoughts still be free? Dang. Is it not likely that we will communicate only under great mental reservation to hold up to our knowledge, which means as a final consequence we will stop thinking? Not in my case. I can't help. Just like bleh. When I think of increasing aggressive operations of the surveillance machinery in the nation, I truly fear the answer to this question. That is why I created this blog. I want to encourage alternatives to the total control and safety bigotry of this digital world. Save your IP so they can log you. Don't say someone did something wrong, possibly about time someone did something. Gain yourself a first follower. Frankly, I'm surprised to find someone here at all. I thought nobody would ever find this blog. Yeah, how did you find the blog? Can't do anything. Hi Edmund, I like things too. Could you won, but now even more. To get a service on search engine optimization independent. Junk. Everyone gets that. So we know who Goldfeathers is now, but that's not a data chunk. So what was this you were saying about that? If you could go back a page, we can work it out. Anything you submit can't be taken back and will be used. Oh, the brick thing says she was violent, but technically that wasn't proven. Did I read the comments on Cassie's article? She didn't have any. Data chunk is unknown. We haven't gotten. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten there. So we've already read this bit. We haven't found whatever this bit is yet. As far as I can tell. That just brings us back to here, but it's not giving us a thing. Just brings us back round and round and round. We have timeline. As it thinks activism is violence, which some people sadly think. Finally someone who had the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Well, yeah, that does kind of seize assault justified for showing the futility is. Well, there you go, that's it. That's a huge conflict, really. Oh. Here's where your choice comes in. Yeah, did she mean it? I mean, were they mean? Well, there's an interesting thought. Did they mean to blow up this symbol of the start of the nation, of freedom? Or was it the cameras they were blowing up? Of unfreedom? Keep in mind she's on mood altering drugs. And her boyfriend just blew her off before she posted that. I don't think I've ever rage posted, so that's not been an issue for me. So you guys are gonna have to fill me in on this one. Is that a thing? Although saying that, some of my friends have definitely rage posted in the past and then deleted it afterwards. These are the things that the devs want to consider. Treat the characters like real people. They are real people to me already. I really feel bad for her. You rage post a lot, do you, Joe? Oh, crikey. You're making me... Have you played Her Story? Possibly. Not sure. Maybe. Possibly. Don't know. Alright. So that was her pointing to that article. Thousands of cameras pointing to the target and the Big Bang still happens. I haven't laughed like this for ages. What now? Really, Cassie? You laugh at people being killed? Are you out of your mind? She didn't respond to that. Who's Jake? Hey, Jake. Jake with the attitude. I don't know. So that happened 19 minutes past, what, 5 on 13th? April 13th, is that today? April 13th, 19. Let's have a check. This doesn't actually have a time on it. We don't know. But I'm guessing you're right that this has happened after. She posted this after. Jake is a personal internet troll. We all have one of those, I'm afraid. It said how people treat others. It's because you have a big heart, I feel. Heat of the moment stuff. I bet you'd see a lot. Crikey. Not my profiles though. Seriously, I forget to post things. I'm terrible at social media. Feel like it's a game right up your alley, you'd fit in perfectly, and that's why it's really made as well. Interactive movie, you play as a detective, basically looking through file records. Ooh. What happened from those recordings? Maybe. What was the name of it again? Her Story. I'll look at that one. You're the Queen's personal internet troll. Are you? Her Story, yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to write that down because you know how terrible I am. I get so many recommendations, although always a good idea. Actually, that's an even better idea because then I know I can go back and search through it. You add it to the gaming chatter on here, especially with the link, would be very helpful. You're a master successful business troll of the universe. Wow, business troll. Awesome. You recommend it because you love it. I like a lot of different games, so you would. So right. So do we actually think she's violent? Should we disable this one? Because from what I can tell of most activists, most of them do oppose violence. If anyone's acting worse than this, I think you've got a problem on your own hands. Well, S4. I mean, usually everything is S4's fault. You can ask him yourself. Professional opinion? Hypothetical professional opinion? Sure. Go on then. Let's hear it, this. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to warm up my tea because I'm so annoyed that I didn't drink that. So I'm going to go refresh my tea. And stretch my legs quickly because we've been here a little while. I didn't realise. Yeah. So I'm going to go stretch my legs. I recommend you do the same whilst this is typing out his hypothetical professional opinion. Right, be right back. Hello! I have tea, which makes me happy. I'm being bribed. I don't know what for yet. I'm always quite nervous about my bribes. So what have I missed? What have I missed? Aha! Ooh, we've been thinking, have we? Oh no, Faye Gwent left. So sad. Oh, Faye Gwent, come back. Aha. So what have I missed? Where are we at? Ale hydrate, absolutely. Ebe is our precious prankster, and this is our precious troll. I don't think it's a troll. I reckon she's not responsible for the bombings, but she's guilty of assault of the officer. What, with a brick? She is not in favour of violent acts and is talking out of turn on a timeline because she's angry. But with a brick? She assaulted an officer with a brick. You think so too? You think she with a brick? I'm sorry to keep saying this, but brick. I want to make sure you're actually hearing me there. I reckon her involvement with the lawyer is how she got off the assault charge. Yeah, but from what I read there, it wasn't until she had the assault charge that she met the lawyer and then they became romantically involved. So it wasn't like there was a pre-existing relationship there. About the bombing, don't think she attacked the officer. Alright, okay, right. Don't think her parents have anything to do with how, despite CCTV footage and witnesses, inconclusive evidence, no, I don't think they did anything. Games beyond your logical capacity, brain Aranda. Oh dear. It is a breach of conduct, ethical practice if it was going on at the time of the... Yeah, he should have removed himself if it was going on at the time, but that's not made clear. Game wants you to be ruthless in the facts and treat it as non-fiction. Definitely doing that. I reckon this thought group is at the centre of the bombing. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what that guy was saying didn't seem overly let's get them type thing. It was more of a warning. Joe, I think she's not responsible for the bombing or the assault. We have no idea of the details of the assault, whether it may be an act of self-defense or with a brick. Whether there's really video evidence of the assault or even witness testimony. That's true. That is weird. Nobody saw or anything. I think for the time being, we can only conclude that she's upset about the government is affecting her life and relationships. The meds are feeding instability of possible. That is quite the paragraph. Well done. That was awesome, Joe. Well done. I think part of thought is behind the bombing, not main part of thought, like Goldfell or Cassie. Yeah, Goldfell doesn't strike me. I definitely don't think Cassie or Goldfell's the source of the bombings. Goldfell physical post for 2012. The lawyer is company lawyer. It is? Hey, Attack Chicken! This is deep. There's a lot going on here. Parents already know who the lawyer is, but not that they are involved. Strong suspicions. It's kind of Attack Chicken. There's definitely that feel to it about the whole everyone being watched and we're watching them and every part of their lives being watched. So yes. Yes. So we don't think this should be allowed. This was just said out of hand. This was just her being annoyed at the way that she was treated, perhaps, and everything else. So we'll disable that one. And we'll go to here, where it says, we were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. I've always been against violence. And that is the bit we shall upload. This is what we want people to know about her. Ha! If you think that is her actual attitude, we might be barking up the wrong tree after all. Yeah, dude. Alright, what we found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We'll have to dig deeper. Bip bip. There's another one. Your brain is starting to have severe damage from overheating. How can you come up with all these theories? Aaron's are R.I.P. Oh no. Oh bless. You should see me watching a movie. I'm terrible. I'm already like, oh my gosh. Yeah, totally. I've pulled every bit out of the plot and made up my own damn plot holes everywhere. I'm the worst, but don't watch movies with me. I ruin them. I do ruin them. Sable that one entirely out of hand after the boyfriend bailing at the last minute. Yeah, I wonder what's going on there. Like, you're watching me? Are you watching me? Who's watching me? Incoming session. Right, where are we at? So that was the one where she got upset. Oh, it's a new person. Juliet Carrington. Hey, Cassie. Hi, Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know. Your post on timelines about this assault. ... Really, Jules? You're not going to preach to me about this stupid post, are you? You really shouldn't write something like that. No, I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing. Just between the two of us. I just had to let off steam, you know. It's because of what happened, isn't it? Should I be doing different voices for these guys? What kind of voice would Cassie have? Yeah, and lots of others today. This bombing stirred up all that crap again. You know, what I did. What happened? There wasn't your fault. Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me. No! And you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. That was so brave. How can it not be my fault, Julia? I smashed the freaking skull of her father to 2 children because I lost it. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him? And that's why you should really remove this post. Oh dear, I felt like a bumhole. The worst kind of bumhole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh, Cassie, nobody is innocent. You'll have to let go. Oh. Boom, drops mic. Oh, she did with a brick. Look at that brick. Oh no. What's this going on? What have I missed? Oh no. This. Wow, this. Movie session. You would do the be the worst. As long as it's not like a scary movie. Hey nerd! Very intense game. It is quite intense. Just talk how you talk, Queen, I'll try. Defense of her friend. You told her she's guilty. The cat was the biggest part of the puzzle. Oh my word. S4. He had it. He was right. He just... it was the cat. It was the cat what did it. Assault charges only disappear that quickly when something is seriously amiss. They don't even get mentioned when it's genuine self-defense. Self-defense only extends as far as reasonable force. She smashed the guy's skull in. She did. He's still in a coma. He's in an induced coma, but he's still in an induced coma. Everyone is queen. We're watching you. That someone else is watching us, and someone else is watching them. Oh my word. Defending her friend though, what did the cop do? Should have been on the CCTV. This is all good points. But whatever it was, wasn't bad enough for them to show it in court. It's always the cat. Definitely. If it was justifiable, the CCTV would have been used as evidence rather than dismissed by action of her dodgy lawyer from her parents' company. Wait, what? Joe's gonna be in a remote creator? Really? What am I missing out on here? You're keeping something from me, Joe. Should I have commissioned you? I might still. Maybe the question is, what did her friend do that the cop went after her? The line of defense used by the judge implies a greater guilt. Arundel has a point too. Too much pressure. No pressure. What did her friend do at this peaceful rally? I'm curious now, I have to say. So, with a brick. With a brick! Not the judge. Lawyer. Wrong term. What did the cop do? What did the cop do? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's got like who did what first? What if the cop did something really, you know, wrong? To this girl? To Juliet? Or, I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it, really? We need that info. Queen's shoulders? What? Spiders? No spiders. There's no spiders in her. Oh my gosh, when I first sorted out this office, spider, and I'm not kidding you, its leg span was this big, crawled out right in front of me, and I totally just freaking lost it. I don't mind spiders that much, but woo. That was entirely self-defense. She has to pick one of the 2 data chunks. There's 2 data chunks. Injured a police officer to protect Julia Carrington. Was protected from a police officer by Cassandra Walt's communication. Admitted guilt towards for having a hint. In a rage. She said she did it in rage. That's shown. Yeah, so there's the conflict. But she said it was to protect. Are we going with protect or are we gonna go with rage? Guys, we need. I don't hate spiders. Spiders are lovely. But I don't like it when they surprise me. Spiders play a very important part in our ecosystem. It's just, memories. Oh yeah, and another one just came. Like that. Don't do that. That wasn't so bad though. That was one of those cellar spiders, you know, the ones with the kneecaps. Hit spiders. By her own admission, she did lose it. No, we don't get many dead long legs here. We get a lot of cellar spiders. A lot of those ones. Was it red and bad? It was not. Oh, it was brown. They're all brown. They're all brown around here. I tell my friends. Oh, okay. What kind of friends do you have, Joe? Don't know if I should read that one out. Still a crime, Joe, even in defence. Having said that, does the Queen think she deserves to pay for a crime? I mean, we don't know what happened there. She's calling her brave for it. Says it wasn't her fault. I mean, who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him? That sounds pretty serious. Does make it sound like the policeman did something, but I don't know. Are we going to be allowed to do anything else? I think we have to pick before we're going to be allowed to move on. It's not going to let us do anything else by the looks of it. Say it sounds ambiguous. Does a little bit. People write about things that happen in the news that are terrible and say horrible things about government and stuff, and they arrest people who are talking rather than committing crimes. Nobody gets arrested without a reason. Or at least some suspected things. Smile looks deceiving. Whose? Mine? Arrested her, perhaps? Well, not generally in this country anyway. I don't know about your countries. So, pick the smashing option. Smashing? You want her to be admitted for guilt. What would happen if you sent a hire detective to gather more information about her? Can we do that? I don't think we can. Bro's nearly been arrested for just walking down the street. Ah, yikes. I don't think that's a... No, sadly that's not an a thing. We can only sort of disseminate information that we're given. So far that's been chats, newspaper, anything that she's written anywhere else, we're following her around. As far as I can tell... We know that that's all we know about Juliet Carrington so far, because this is our first thing with her. Yeah. I don't know. What do you reckon then, guys? I mean... Most of us seem to be leaning towards feeling something towards this action of this police officer. Anything else from other people? That's her parents there. We don't really have anything on them. There's no data chunks are popping up for any of these other people. Only her and this here. Put it to a vote. Can do. Queen's Court is in session. All rise. Guilty. Because she has a cat. We know why S4 has found her guilty. She might like doggos too. This says guilty as well. Ooh. You like the background music? Does that help? Sure. Wait, Chicken, are you now feeling for the possible victim of police violence here? Are you doing that deliberately so we have a swung vote? Policeman is too much of an open-ended thing. We don't know, because as soon as we pick one, it might actually show us a heck of a lot of information. I think Cass is innocent, fulfills everything down, everything because of everything that's happened overwhelming her. She smashed the skull in a rage, but was the rage because she saw him hurting her, the friend? It's entirely possible. Technically, two innocent until proven guilty. So does that mean that we're I think she's innocent until we know what the cop did? I've got to pick one though. So do we say that she did injure him to protect somebody else? She could have misinterpreted. Who knows what would happen if you hadn't stopped him? Sounds like she's pretty... You want me to pick Juliet's statement? So where are we at? What's the final vote there then? Aaron sways it to Juliet. It's in. It's done. What? Where did that come from now? This is perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation again. What you did. However, we probably won't be able to hold her for long if it really happened in defence of this Juliet. Very good work. The intervention team is already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. Next stop, Wonderland, right? Just kidding. Ha 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 ha. Next time, be careful with providing the wrong data though, okay. In Miss Watergate's case, it was not a problem to get her address with the help of local police due to a formal record. Well, so there you go, guys. What was the point of that? She still gets arrested. Well, this is the thing. If you hit someone, no matter why, it has to be investigated. Don't hit people with bricks. With a brick. So let's see what we're up to now. Another session with Juliet, maybe we get to find out. I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. It'd be better, believe me. Wait a second. Somebody is at the door. Be right back. Look what you did. Okay, I'll wait. By the way, how is your boyfriend? You still together? You haven't been talking about him all that much lately. Well, not as much as before. Hello? Are you still there? Cassie? She ain't coming back. I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. This is depressing, so I keep depressing you with these games. Although we have no proof she's involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. Despite acting in defense of this Juliet, she seems to be quite unstable and a threat. Okay, I've just received confirmation that she is now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group though, whether they... Oh god. No, no, no! Take a look at the news! Did you see that pop up then? Two dead after second explosion. Explosive charge set off at... Ooh, that is horrible. Let us read it. Two dead, similar approach, same letter found. There was a letter. So these assaults are connected. And as if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. Ugh, this complicates matters massively. So much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors. See how we are to proceed given these extenuating circumstances. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button on the top right desktop. Try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. So there you go. 2 people dead, 3 injured. Once again, letter was received just before the crime. Campus has been closed off immediately after the incident. Half an hour ago, an explosion occurred at the campus, Bonton University. According to the latest report, 2 people killed, a further 3 injured severely. The area is evacuated immediately. According to yet unconfirmed statements, the city's administration office of Benton received an anonymous letter just minutes prior to the detonation, which again contained the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song, Die Gedanken sind frei, the thoughts are free. Do you remember where else we saw that poem? Well, that song. Exactly like the letter received before the assault on the Freedom Plaza yesterday. It only happened yesterday? We will inform you of any developments on this event as soon as further details are available. Dun dun dun! And that's all up to date. It's now flicking me onto the log out button. Are you sure you want to finish your work for today? All unprocessed data chunks will expire. It's one of your favourite songs, is it? Oh, Nerd, you'll know! Of course you will. We'll have to get you to sing it to us in one of your streams, so we can hear how it goes properly. And you can explain it to us. Yep, that just happened, chicken. It all went a bit horrid and scary. Double boom. 2 for 2, Diff. Singy nerd. Yeah, love Nerd's voice. That's why you're kind of afraid to go to actual classes when people get shot up in schools here. Oh dear. Oh crikey. That is unfortunate. Yay, nerd! Singy nerd. No pressure. But we would love to hear it. I read it out in such a cold manner. Me? You should have heard me reading it out. I murdered it. I did murder it. Plus I bet it sounds completely different in German. Ooh, nerd. Kuchen. What is Kuchen? Queen has a lovely voice. I have an interesting singing voice because I'm alto, which is quite unusual for ladies. Cake. Cake! I know such important German words. Give me beer and cake. I don't even drink. But at least I'll be happy. I won't know why I'm happy, but I will be happy because I have cake and beer. Kuchen. I'm not reading that out just in case it's something rude. Beer and cake is weird. Why? What else would you suggest? What is it? Bratwurst. Beer and bratwurst? Would that be better? Seriously, I know only tiny fractured bits of German. And it's literally for arguing with people and getting food and drinks from them. Beer and cake. Nerd will tell me, will he? Okay. Beer and cake. We have a new thing. Sugar and beer not good. Well, beer is essentially made from a sugar of sorts. Bratwurst, currywurst. Right. So, that was insane. And the rest of this game, basically, as you can see, it carries on. And you're going to be meeting a lot of other people as you go through. And you're going to be determining what we need to know about them, how much is going to go in, how much doesn't go in, who did what. And the story continues. And you can mess up the story entirely, or it can take a totally different turn. And I believe there are other endings to it. No more for today. What else was I gonna do today? Well, it's now just gone 11 o'clock. And there was a matter of perhaps you want to see more. Well, we'll have to put it to a vote then. What are you going on? Is this on Steam? Yes, it is on Steam. I got this through October's Humble monthly, which if you're not already subscribed to, it is awesome. This is where I get a lot of my games from now that are in my backlog, which I'm working on. And a lot of the games you're going to see me working through in the next month and a half, most of them you'll probably find they came from a Humble. So yes. You'll see this one's got a bit of activity on Twitter at the moment. The Orwell guys. Definitely worth picking up. Absolutely worth picking up. I mean, it's like £7 or something silly. Most of the games that I pick out for you guys are at the nice budget end, I think, anyway. My entire Steam library. I'm actually not that bad at the moment. I think I'm up to... Okay. Oh, wow. It might be somewhere in the 1200 range. you can't really take my Steam library into account on that one because that does include also certain other libraries, including Origin and several other different places elsewhere. So, well, according to that, I have 1,356 games on Steam, which actually isn't the true count. I don't know why that number's there. 90% of your library is unfinished. It happens, doesn't it? You start getting these bundles together and you end up with no end of games all over the place. We have been barreling through quite a few of these recently, though. We're doing quite well. With your help, you have helped me. Flavor! You've got 2? Well, I will throw you some keys, my man. I will throw you some keys. Also, if you've got Steam, if you're not already on Steam, get Steam. There are a ton of free-to-play games. Some very awesome free-to-play games, including this game, which is also you can get through Steam. There are tons and tons of free-to-play games also on there, but there's like a load of budget games like this one, which are amazing games. The indie games that you can get on Steam, that's another reason, is it's a fantastic portal towards the indie world, and there are so many awesome indie games on there. Pretty much all the indie games you see me playing will have been through Steam, through Humble, through Steam, through Humble, through Steam. Some of them might not be, some of them DRM free, so it depends how I get the game and when I get the game, how it appears. Eventually there's usually a Steam key for it, though, so we go back round in circles. I'm not saying Steam's the only platform, it certainly isn't. You can get DRM free games through Amazon, for example, which is also a very good place to buy games. I love Amazon. All the loves. There are lots of games. There are lots of games. I will sort out some more keys for guides. I think we will. That was on the things to do. What's that? There appears to be. You can also buy this game cheap through. There's a link underneath this window. It would appear. I believe that's through Amazon. I believe. Is it? You need a Twitch desktop app to do it. Ooh. Well, that's quite neat. I didn't notice that before. So there's that as well. So if you are thinking about buying the game, you can buy it through that as well. It's pretty cool. Awesome. But yes, we will stop here for tonight on this game. 1 second. Stabbing the things. Oh. Why is that not working? Oh, because I'm on the beta on this one. Ugh, that one doesn't work. Another game. What? Well, this is the thing. I was going to get you guys to take a vote since you're all here. It's your music. Either we host into somebody else, which we might do anyway for a little bit, or we we go back to with Y. Or we go back to Warframe, because I didn't play Warframe for very long earlier, and we can, and if anybody's got a baby frame that they want to help with or would like to play with me with, be happy to do that. Or we go to Alien Isolation. Warframe. How many votes do we have for Warframe? Joe wants to play Warframe. You are a grandpa frame. I think that's quite true. Hello everyone who joined and left. Hi. Hey everyone. Wow. Hi everyone who's been very quiet. Hi. Warframe, we're getting Alien. That's what, only one vote for Alien. Sorry S4, you've only got one vote for Alien. Everybody else wants to do Warframe, I think, by the looks of it. But jump scares. Ha! 2 votes for Alien. I did only do like 2.5 hours on Warframe earlier, so I'm up for a bit more. And I do want to play with Joe a little bit. And any other baby frames that would like to play. Oh, what's going on over there? Oh gosh. Ooh, her story does look good actually. Thank you for putting that in there, guys. If you want Warframe, you think it should be Warframe. Idle on hype. Yeah, but there you go. That's quite a few votes for Warframe now. I've got votes going on over here as well. Because I did say that I might come back to this one and that you guys did not deserve any Alien tonight after your behaviour last night. Devils. You little devils. We might play a little Alien maybe later on. I'm not saying that's not possible. It is... Where are we at? It is Thursday tomorrow and I'm not working. So I do actually have tomorrow off. So there's that. So I can actually have a little bit of a longer nap tomorrow. You know, you're not going to scare me with this nice chill music, but thank you very much for the bits, Aranda. Boo to you too. So yes, I will end there and we will all go and shake our legs and +1 for the Alien. I might play Alien later, but Joe's about and I missed Joe the other day, so we can go and do some baby frame stuff because that's what we're all about really, isn't it now? So I will catch you all in a bit. My tea is cold, so I'm going to refresh my tea and we will be back. So we meet here again 15 minutes for a bit of Warframe, bit of the old Warfy. Yes? Is that happy? Is everyone good with that? 15 minutes back here? I'll see you then.